see this? The grass is coming from out top of the cone. Now what the logic is behind this, I have no clue. So let's remove it to see what it look like up under here. Brace yourself. Wow. Hello, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Extreme School Makeovers. This is Dragon Power Jr., your neighborhood hero. All right, we're on the fourth and final part of this school, okay? The first part, we went ahead, cleared all those weeds leading up to the playground area. Second part, we went ahead and cleaned the front entryway, planted marigolds, mulch, trimmed and weeded out the beds and made the rose bushes look good again. Okay, the third part, we went ahead and cleared out all those weeds and vines from out the ground cover and stuff like that in the parking lot area to make the parking lot look good again, okay? And in this installment, the fourth and final part, we're going to go ahead and trim the trees up. We're going to go ahead and clear all the weeds out of the sidewalk, and we're just going to make the front of the school as neat and beautiful again, okay? So as soon as they come into school, the whole school will look immaculate, and the students and staff will be proud of the school that they're going to again, okay? So, but if you hadn't seen those other three parts, go take a look at it. But don't leave right now, you're already here. So go ahead and check this video out, then go back to the other three. We gotta get the full experience. Ain't no need watching the fourth part if you ain't watched number three. Now how you know what's really going on, and how can you really accept the full experience of it, okay? So do me a favor, after you watch this one, go back and take out the other three. That way you'll know what's going on, okay? So if you hadn't already, subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback in my opinion. Help out the channel a little bit, it'd be very much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be abreast of what the neighborhood hero got in store for you. Okay, so grab your cold cut grapes and your cherry coke slurpee. I see you in a minute. Love you. After you finish this one, go check out the other three. All right. I'm culture, I'm struggle. look at this. Excuse me. So they got this yellow cone right here, but you can tell it hadn't been moved in year or for a while, because they got grass growing out the top of the cone. So let me show you. Can you see this? The grass is coming from out top of the cone. Now what the logic is behind this, I have no clue. So let's remove it to see what it looked like up under here. Brace yourself. Wow. Wow. So it's just tall grass right there that was just coming through the cone that they just left there. What the plan behind that was, I have no clue. If any of you all know what the purpose of that was, please leave a comment below. All right, back to work. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down for and replace the cone back over here. All right, see you in a minute. Love you. Yeah, so by me picking up this sign, oh, I guess that's why I look like this. So let me show you. I was laying on the ground face down. Face down. Yeah. Yeah, so I was laying on the ground face down. So I guess they trying to say they don't need the help. But I beg to differ. What you think below? All right, back to work. Love you. This is crazy. That's it. That's all. Okay. So thank you for staying towards the end. Thank you for watching the fourth part of this final series of this elementary school. And if you hadn't already, since you watched this fourth series, go on back and watch the other three. It'll really help out the channel out, okay? We want to get this in front of many people as possible, okay? Because it is a good mission. It is to help the kids at these schools come to a school that they really can be proud of, okay? So if you hadn't already, just go ahead, share this with, somebody that you may know and have them to share it with somebody, okay? So we can get this in front of as many people as possible. Okay, so next week, I'll see everybody next week, okay? We'll be coming to you with a new installment, a new school that we're coming to, and it's something to see. Okay, it's something to see. If you thought the ground cover and that sidewalk and you thought this school had going on, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, so, but you know, it's all for the community, it's all for the students and staff, and we're going to keep pushing to beautify them. Okay, so thank you for staying towards the end. I'll see you all next week. Next week, I'll see you. Love you.